Boom, boom, boom.
Let me hear you say wayo.
What?
You remember that song?
No.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me say wayo. Ah, you don't remember that song?
Who sings it?
Sing
it a cappella more.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me say wayo, wayo. Y'all don't remember that song, and y'all are bugging me out right now. Y'all are bugging me out.
I have never heard that song.
Girl, your booty is so round. Let me lick you up and down.
What?
Wow.
Who sings that? Like Two Live Crew?
What do you think? No cap or cap?
Yo, what's good, you guys? We're back.
Yeah, we are
another
back. I'm
fucking
too
week.
busy looking up the lyrics to this fucking song. It's called. It's by the Out There Brothers. Out There Brothers, and it's called Boom Boom Boom.
Yeah,
for anyone
never
who
heard
wants
it.
to know this song, it's fucking fire.
Boom, boom, boom.
Guaranteed.
I'm gonna look that up later.
Yeah, I
and
wish you
turn
could
it
play it on
off
the
immediately.
pod. Yeah, I wish you could play it on the pod. But what is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of The End. Woo! End of the day podcast. Episode 73. We're old as
73.
Fuck. We're on this grind. Been doing it for a while.
Let's
Already know
get
what
it.
we're doing.
Yo, just because the listeners will never know this, we've been operating without Logic Pro for like a cool 50 episodes. I feel like.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, because
It works if you work it.
Yeah, we
Just gotta finesse it.
Where there is a will, there's a way, guys. So never sleep on having good quality audio. I want to get into topics, so let's get this intro out of the way. It is your boy Sin Supreme,
Sin exclusive.
And it's your boy Terrence.
T will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank ya.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot that's been going on just from the last episode we recorded.
Yo,
What? The
just because
fuck?
you're saying that, I might have to just pour up some.
Pour up 2020 for how lackluster it is as far as being able to do stuff because of the pandemic, the global pandemic. So much is happening. So much is going down on a daily basis. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. I feel like literally things are changing every day.
Every fucking day the world is changing, or at least people are attempting to change the world because I don't know, I feel like the world has been this way forever, and it may never really change, you know, like just because the powers that be always want the world to work a certain way. So I fear that is a big fear of mine. But yeah, the world is at least attempting to make changes every day since this whole, like, I think Black Renaissance is happening right now. Or like,
It's an uprising.
uprising. It's crazy.
Interesting you mentioned that. Yeah, you see that smooth little transition I did there? You feel me? That's a little audio technician shit. Nothing. Something light.
T will exclusive.
No, but it's funny that you mentioned the powers that be, because you say that they kind of want to control the world how they see fit, but what if the powers that be switch up and it's not who it has been for these last 100 years?
I mean, that's really what I think everyone's hoping for, is that big of a change, that big of a shift in the paradigm, or whatever that fucking word is. But
That was a pretty good word.
the thing is those people have been in charge for a very long time. They've
Forever.
lived,
Forever.
And so the thing is that we're protesting. There was a little bit of rioting. We're seeing things change and things like that. But those people that have been in power, and not to start the podcast off so depressing, but they aren't trying to let go of that anytime soon. They're like, all right, you can have this moment, but we still know who the decision makers are at the end of the day.
We are. At the end of the day, there is power in numbers, and I think that has been very telling from the last week that we've had, like everything that has come to be from the protests.
True.
You know, because there has been a lot, and I do believe truly that if we all just stick together and come together in this, like, we can overcome a lot of it. Maybe the forces that be will still be firmly established and like, you know, unwavering. But if we keep coming at them, like, they can't stop us.
Yeah. No, the reason why fuck yeah, I would agree with that the most is because this is the most unified I've seen everybody. I think that's where the issue comes. Is like when not everyone's on the same page. So you have some people protesting, but for the most part, everyone can go about their daily day and not affect them. But if everybody stays on the same page, then yes, the power is actually in numbers. Prior to this, I don't feel like we had the real numbers. But when I see all 50 states are protesting, when I see people protesting in other countries, and like 14
the entire world,
the whole world, then I'm like, okay, we do, because we
that's
do
real.
Actually, you are correct. We do have the powers in numbers, but it's like for some reason we won't actually assemble. Zordon won't put the fucking droid together, and we won't come and fight the powers that be.
I feel like the fight is in the power of the almighty dollar. You know, like, we're blacking out on July 7th, you know, not supposed to buy anything. It's like $1.3 trillion is like supposed to be lost. And that's the reality, is that if we can really gain control of ourselves and focus in on what is like the real evil of this, is like the fucking, what is the word? I just blacked out.
The real evil of what?
Of like all of this is just like this consumerism based life that we live, you know. Capitalism, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is the evil that we're facing, you know, because they want to keep people down because they stole from the shores of Africa to build their country on stolen land.
So is there a balance? Because I hear that getting thrown around a lot, the whole capitalism thing. And like, there's levels of capitalism that I'm obviously okay with because I'm a consumer. If you go in my closet, if you go in my fucking under my bed, you're gonna see mad shit that I buy. I buy stuff all the fucking time. So,
but it's not necessarily that you support capitalism because you live in a nation that actively pursues capitalism. There's no avoiding it.
We idolize the American dream. You know,
dude, you see those people avoiding it. They're fucking the hippies. They're sometimes homeless people. There's people who live in the middle of the woods in a fucking shack.
Yeah, but you can't live a normal life in this country without giving into capitalism.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, what we're saying is, quote unquote, the normal life is the capitalistic lifestyle. When in actuality, normal life could be living more connected to the earth and not buying anything and making everything and trading and building.
And
that's
just
real.
Being united, because we are one. Like, we are all one.
So is it, what I guess I'm saying is, for that to happen, for us to give up that capitalistic side, do we have to go to that type of living?
We need a new system. We need a new everything. We need a new way of life, because the reality is, aside from all of this stuff that's going on right now, we're really facing, the earth is screaming, crying out. If we don't remember to January, when the earth's lungs were on fire, you know, and like, one of my friends shared something with me today, and it said that,
which is forest fires in Brazil, right? Or South America or something like that, right? When you said
Australia.
Australia, okay.
She shared this with me. I want to read it. It says, first, many major forests of the earth, which represent the lungs, were on fire. Next, a global virus that attacks the breathing and lungs. Then a global broadcast scene of brutality where the victim can't breathe, and now people are chanting, "I can't breathe." If these aren't alerts that it's time for breath work, then I don't know what is.
I mean...
And I feel like that is like, the reality is, when you take a breath, like, you breathe in life. And like, that is like, nobody's doing that, because we're also like, you know, just like, we can't breathe because the world is so heavy.
I feel like,
because we're so divided.
There might be that person easily writing that off as a coincidence. I don't 100%. I wouldn't see that as a coincidence. I would see that as just like, the same message is getting dealt to you over and over again. You just are getting it sent in different ways. Whether it's the lungs, the Earth's lungs are on fire, or a man's getting held down so he can literally
can't breathe.
It's just a manifestation of like everything that is, you know, like the way that we as a humanity have just ravaged the earth, completely ravaged everything that she has.
So going back, bringing this back to getting rid of this capitalistic society to hit home, can T still get his Call of Duty in? Like,
you know,
is his Call of Duty
because that
affected?
is
I think
very
it's levels.
essential.
T will exclusive.
I think the reality is that there's levels to all of it. You know, like we obviously, I never see any of us going back to like living like cavemen or anything like that. But, you know, I do see the future being.
But it's because
like you don't buy games.
That lifestyle would be affected all the way down to the microcosm of where the system's produced at.
Yes, but also like instead of buying,
Can he even buy his PS4?
Can I
Yes.
even buy anything?
But instead
Exactly.
of,
Do I need to just be a farmer?
I feel like like I said, there's levels to it. Like we will probably slowly start to decrease where like games you don't buy games anymore. You just buy them online and then you download it and that's it. Boom.
Okay.
Like things like that, things that you can eliminate, you know, I think like slowly but surely. I mean, even Nike, I bought a pair of shoes and the box that they had, it said, we're 100%.
Yo, yeah, they do that.
Are we
now.
talking about capitalism or what are we talking about?
I don't know.
No,
Well,
I mean capitalism is the reality is we can kind of move away from this if we can start to reduce. If we can reduce, reuse, recycle, like the people will just be creating less waste and less like sucking of the earth and all of our wonderful things.
Agreed, but they always, one thing that I believe is big on the capitalistic side is getting sold something, right? Or am I wrong in that? I need to look up the definition.
Capitalism?
Yeah, we need to look at the definition of this because I don't want to be 100% wrong on as far as like what I think capitalism is. It just
The
seems,
definition of capitalism is an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit rather than by the state.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I wouldn't want the state necessarily controlling that because the state hasn't proven to be any better than the
Because the state
private
doesn't give a
society.
fuck about anybody.
Exactly, or they can be bought like everybody.
Yes.
So
I mean, so without capitalism, does freelancing exist?
I think freelancing
Yeah, it's
currently
like-
exists.
It's trade.
It's
But in a
trade.
capitalistic society.
Almost in a capitalistic manner. Like, you get paid more than someone else who shoots videos because of your quality, right?
Is that how capitalism works?
Companies charge more for their TVs than other ones because they say it's better. But it's still the same 42-inch TV with Wi-Fi connectivity and Netflix and all the same shit, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I may be wrong in that, but like I don't know. Like you do it in that manner, the same way a company works. So like I guess maybe if it wasn't, what's the alternative?
I feel like the less money that you give to people that are in control, that's how you control capitalism. Like that's why the blackout is so important to actually follow through and do.
I'm excited to see what happens because I already try to not, just for my own financial purposes, I try to spend as little money as possible every day. I'm constantly watching my finances.
Especially right now.
Just in general. Yeah, just in general. I've just been trying to be more aware of it.
Hell yeah.
So I get daily updates about anytime money is pulled out of my account. And I know usually when it's happening, whether it's a bill or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely been eating some charges that, like during this quarantine, and I'm just like, yo, why am I paying this?
I've stopped all those.
For like 8 months, bro.
I've stopped
I was
all those.
paying for a resubscription for an app on my app store that I don't even use.
Which app was that?
Yeah, you
Bro,
gotta let
and
us
I
know what
looked
this
at
app was.
how much they were charging me, and over time it was like more than $300, bro.
Well, I think the podcast needs to know what kind of app this was because if it was porn, I
It-
might want to sign up for it.
You're
You're a
crazy.
mess. You're a mess.
Where the fucking drops at?
OnlyFans for
Exclusive.
users. Were you just trying to make this OnlyFans?
No,
You would beat my ass if I had
dude,
OnlyFans.
believe it or not, it was a fucking video edit app.
Ah, that makes sense.
But I don't even remember paying for it,
That makes
and
sense.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
That makes sense.
This shit's charging me like every month.
Those
and I'm
be
like,
the apps that be trying to charge niggas too.
man, I haven't even edited a single video on that shit. That's the crazy
That's
part.
fucking wild.
I filed a complaint on Apple, but they didn't answer me.
Yeah, I cut all those out because I signed up for a lot of things, and like I ended up cutting corners in ways like I don't need an Amazon Prime subscription because everybody else has one. Like I don't need like.
See, I pay for all my subscriptions, but it's clutch having people that fucking.
100%. I just realized when I looked at the year prior and how much stuff I had actually ordered off Amazon, even if I had to wait for that shit, the 2 to 3 business days that it normally takes rather than the one, like it wasn't. I have never to this day bought
Amazon
anything.
Prime is worth it.
I have never to this day bought anything off Amazon that I needed the next day.
I love having things next day.
Everything I bought, I wanted it the next day.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing that I was like, that's where Amazon gets you because they have everything you want, but it's nothing that I'm like, because anything you actually need.
No, but you
T. Anything you actually need, you will get up right now and go to the fucking
That's
store.
not true though,
dude. If you needed to take a dump and you needed fucking toilet paper, you're getting up right now.
Specifically,
and going to the
bro, this is a perfect example. I have a bald head, so I shave my head every single day.
For the listeners who do not know,
T Will exclusive.
Yeah, so I have a bald head, and I fucking have an electric shaver, and I have to shave my head every day, but the foil on the electric shaver goes bad.
Right.
And I have to order that shit. I can't just go to the store and get that
I'm not
shit.
talking about that. That's different because you have to order it.
But that's something I need, bro.
It's sometimes he might need it the next day.
Give me something that you can find in the store, no problem. Because if that was like going into the store and getting a piece of gum, that would not be a big deal. You would be like, I
would never buy gum off Amazon.
No. I'm saying like if it was that easy to buy the foil thing you need, if it was as easy as going to the store and buying some
I would
gum,
go get it at the store.
You would go get it at the store.
100%.
100%. You ain't ordering on Amazon.
Yeah.
So,
I have clients that will order Amazon to the salon. Like the hour delivery.
That's what I mean. There's a level of convenience to it that I 100% understand. And
it comes with Amazon Video.
And there's nothing on it that I... Yeah,
dude, what?
Nigga,
yeah.
what?
I use,
There's actually a decent amount of shit on there.
But I also have Amazon Prime. I feel like that's not like beneficial right now.
Literally everyone has Amazon Prime. I just use the homies. I have my homies. He barely uses it. So I run rampant on it like it's my own account. Granted, I use my card, my own like card.
Yeah.
The way also
even though I talk shit about Amazon,
my pops uses my Amazon.
That's what's also weird about it. The way it's set up, technically, you can have
mad people.
You can have mad people on it because you can add as many addresses on, as many credit cards you want, as long as there's people you trust. Like it's crazy to have like a multiple, specifically in the same household. 100%. Like if you live in the same household with someone, you guys should not both have Amazon Prime accounts.
Yeah, I mean,
that's wild.
I'll get rid of mine for sure. Easy. Hate Amazon anyways.
Yeah.
I bought some fucking.
Thank you.
Honestly, I bought a lot of hair clips off of there. So like, whatever. I guess I'm a fucking fraud.
Couples is a little.
Amazon.
Couples is a little different. Couples is a little different because sometimes you might want to surprise the other person with a gift, and you got to grab it off Amazon. You don't want niggas getting text messages.
Yeah,
you don't want niggas getting emails.
My pops fucking bought me something off of Amazon, and I was going through my orders, and I was like, yo, I can literally see like this ain't a surprise, bro.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Nah, the homie, every time I buy something, he always like sends some dumbass text message about it, like, oh, like why you buying this, that, and the third, like.
See, that's why I have my own, because I don't need people in my fucking.
He just makes fun of. He just makes fun of me for it, but it's
don't
cool.
judge me.
Yo, I buy like dope shit. Like I got the best fucking phone holder for my car. That shit is sturdy.
You gotta show it to me because that is literally one of the hardest things to fucking find.
And peep this,
It's really nice. I have the same one.
T Will exclusive.
Yo, it does not connect to your air vent.
Yo. I've been trying to get off the air vent for so long.
Yo, I got my air vent open to breeze into my face, bro.
It's the worst.
It's the best.
Whoever made the air vent shit, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
You air vent guy.
Because here's the thing.
Fucking air vent asshole.
Here's the thing. whatever you guys got that's not the air vent could have probably been the first thing to get made, but the nigga made the air vent, and people were like, "Oh, the air vent!" So everybody just ran with the air vent.
That
like,
shit, yo. The
sucks.
only good thing about that, because we live in California, is that the dash gets mad hot, and without the AC running, my phone will overheat.
For sure.
No, I have noticed that when I'm using the phone and I'm running like, maps and music or whatever,
Your shit slows down.
It does help to have the cool air on the phone. So I do think it's multi-purpose as well. Having the cool
Got a little
air
intercooler.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, some real because the phones do get really fucking hot.
Like fiery hot, like burn you hot.
Yeah, no, it's
You take that case off there.
That's some shit.
Toast.
But it's still a fuck you to the air vent, dude. That should have been like, he fucked up the game. When he made
I
that.
feel like I want that tattoo. Like it's still a fuck you to the air vent guy.
No, you're gonna put me on though, guys. I'm gonna show y'all in my story what their fucking phone holder looks like, because I'm gonna get that shit. I've been trying to get off the air vent for fucking forever.
I'll definitely show you, but pause. Anyway, let's dive into these topics.
Let's do these topics, dude.
So, did you hear about this Reddit co-founder?
Oh, he stepped down, right?
Yeah, dude. So,
I fuck with that. That's a real move right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stepped down, and he pretty much is like, it's pretty much over George Floyd's death.
But then wasn't it he wanted more? It was his response, and when people were saying there's not enough inclusion of black culture in.
Well, I think it was dope because he didn't just resign. He said that his seat should be taken by someone of color.
Yeah.
I wonder if they actually will do that though.
I believe they at this point
They have to
have no choice. Like
they're gonna look real fucking stupid
if he's coming out publicly and saying that.
Yeah,
they have to.
Yeah.
That honestly, that's a power move.
That's what I'm saying. Shout
out to power moves.
That's a fucking G.
That seems like a move. Yeah,
End of the day
for real. That's definitely a move where it's like, all right,
you force your hand.
Like, there's only because in the end of the day, like with protesting and all that, I appreciate all colors coming out to protest. But if you have the ability to do something that is an actual change in the industry, that like something like that, I'm gonna respect it 100%.
Hell yeah.
So I fuck with that a lot.
Like if you're a director, like you honestly, after this is like once quarantine is over and people are really like making movies and shit, it's gonna be like not like it's been at all.
Yeah.
So not only that, but he also said he's gonna donate to the black community.
The donations have been crazy. Dude.
The donations have been crazy. I'm waiting to get paid Friday. I'm about to put in a sizable donation.
I mean, I technically have donated a bunch by just buying all the fucking merch that's come out.
Yeah,
I've bought so
with
much
100% proceeds. I fuck with that.
Yeah, everything I've bought so far that has come out has been 100% proceeds.
Which is so dope for these companies.
Yeah.
Especially in LA, anyone that's doing like 100% proceeds.
I appreciate that.
Yo,
shit.
they're going crazy. Turn up.
Because I know it's hard for people to just give without getting. I will admit that is a fault of mine sometimes. It's just giving without receiving something. I've been trained. It's growing up in this culture and this lifestyle.
Honestly, now I feel like it's a sense of hope.
Yeah.
To know that like you're fighting, like your dollar is going to fight the good fight, and that's what we need right now.
Yeah.
I decided at the salon I was going to donate like 15% of everything for this month.
I peeped that. No, I peeped that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see like how much I can actually do because I've just been grinding and just like getting it in there. And then people have been generous too, so I know that that's all included in there. You know.
Hell yeah. No.
That's so tight, man.
No, I entered a couple raffles. I didn't win any of them, but all the proceeds from the raffles that I had entered, one was this tattoo artist that I follow, and then the other were for some shoes and shit, like some rare stuff. But like, yeah, I just been finding cool ways to donate, ways that like either some cool merch that I really like.
Yeah, some cool. Honestly, that's so tight. The merch, like that's.
Yeah. If it's some cool merch or like I really like the raffles because those are like kind of exciting because of my
It wouldn't be a good episode without a few cuts.
Yeah, it's definitely some cuts. This is a strange episode for sure.
Yo.
But yeah, no, definitely. I fuck with all the merch that's coming out and all the ways to donate, different ways to donate. It's good to see everyone support the movement right now. That's
For sure. That's really what it's all about. No matter what you're doing, as long as you're doing it in support, you're not doing it for the internet. You're not.
There is a lot of like though pandering. We start seeing some pandering.
Pandering. What do you mean?
Or just like people just doing it, and then people's coming out and saying like, "Yo, you've never been fucking with the movement or the cause before, so why are you trying to say this now?" I think that came out about Adidas, because they did like a an ad.
Oh, did they did a full ad now?
They did an ad where it was like racism crossed out, and then some employees were coming out and saying
not to cut you off, but let's be fair. Adidas, dude, they built their brand off of Run DMC.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you do that and then in the workplace it doesn't reflect that, and it's never reflected that.
So you're saying that's more for something. You're saying they're internal.
So yeah, their internal personnel is saying that. People who work for the company has been like, yo, because they were responding to the ad that they had posted about, you know, the whole George Floyd shit and like police brutality and just like racism and whatever. And then employees or former employees apparently were coming out saying like, yo, what the fuck? Like, y'all never reflected this kind of opinion within the workplace. Same thing happened from the shorty who was on Glee. That girl who was on Glee. I can't remember her fucking name. Y'all can look up her name. But one of the girls who was on Glee, she like came out and said a comment like, yo, like, I don't fuck with anyone who's racist or whatever. And then like mad former castmates and people who worked with her were like, yo, you're mad fucking racist, bitch. What are you talking about? Like, you wouldn't let them sit at the table with you. You would make fun of like, so I think she was making fun of someone's hair or some shit like that. Yeah, like I can't remember which chick it was. But it's not important enough to hear. But like there's also some like
exclusive.
Stay woke and pay attention to these companies that are saying shit because they a lot of times don't know. You don't know the previous things that they've done, or they're just trying to align themselves so they don't look shady as fuck because everyone feels the need to say something right now. Yeah. Like, so if you're a company right now and you're fucking wondering what to say, just shut the fuck up. If you've never fucked with the cause, donate and start to change. Actually do change. Don't just say some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I think I saw Nike did a sizable donation. I don't know about Adidas.
Yeah, but I don't think
I'm sure Adidas did too.
I don't think Nike's ever reflected anything like that, honestly.
You don't think, bro?
I don't think so. Like that they were shady like that. They were like racist internally. I don't think they've ever really. I know a lot of people who work for Nike. But
they, like, the image of the company itself is. I feel like they're pretty multiracial.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like they're not. They
wouldn't stand for that.
Yeah, I feel like they're not in this. I feel like I haven't seen anyone come out about Nike. I seen dudes come out about Adidas. I seen people come out. I can't remember the other companies. Fuck, I gotta look it up. But yeah,
Reformation got in trouble.
Reformation.
One of my clients works there, and she.
Yeah, I think you said. Yeah, you sent that in the DMs.
She was. Yeah, I was like, so what happened? She's like, dude. She's like, they're just like mean white girls, like. Yeah. Just like bratty.
There was that makeup company too.
Yo, and I also heard, what was that one company that said some wild shit? You remember I showed you, Kristen? It was like on Twitter or some shit. Oh man, I feel like I almost screenshotted it, but my phone's dead. So.
It was a smaller company or something, right?
Yeah, they said some crazy shit, and someone called him out. You remember that?
Yeah, I didn't see him call him out though, but I remember you showing me.
I'm so mad I can't remember, but whatever. It's probably good I don't remember because I call their ass out right now.
Wait, okay. What about Kanye West? Did you guys see this?
What?
Oh,
like him playing the long con?
I did see
this.
Like,
do you really think he's playing the long con?
I don't know. That's very interesting. I don't know.
If so, like, that is going to be one of the most iconic experiences of our lifetime. Like, truly.
That was crazy interesting. If he did that to get those dudes out of jail, good for him. I don't know if he had to do that. I wonder if that was the only way he could have got those dudes out of jail. Because if someone tells me that's the only way, then I'm with it. I'm okay.
If Donald Trump is literally like, I'll let him out of jail if you put a hat on.
Well, no, if the only way, it wasn't that direct, but he had to wear the hat. He had to befriend him.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, same
if he had
thing,
to befriend him to get those dudes out of jail. If he had to do that, and that was the only way, then I understand, but it was still kind of whack.
You don't think that Kanye could be copying police right now?
I totally think that totally. When I first read that, I thought he was copying police. For people who don't know, Kanye West is saying that, or people close to Kanye West is saying that he said that he wore the red Maga hat and befriended Donald Trump to get those innocent people out of jail.
End of the day podcast.
Yeah, so I personally don't 100% believe it, and I think it could be potentially him copying police, but I guess we'll see. I don't know if you'd be able to prove that.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Because the reality is, if you listen to Kanye's music, like, everything that he raps about is what's happening now. Like, it's all the problems.
Right.
We're all facing them still.
Right.
And it's like, Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about any of that. So, like, how could you wear his hat?
I don't know.
At the end of the day, if Kanye did do that, he could be the hero that I think he is.
Right?
I grew up idolizing Kanye.
If I had to wear a hat to get my homies out of jail and fuck with Trump to get my homies out of jail, like, I probably would too.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, man, that's a crazy concept. And if that's what actually happened, it's gonna, dude.
It's weird. It's very weird.
What
I love
a time.
the long con.
2020 is really fucking with me.
You know why?
For
One of
real.
the biggest things that 2020 that's fucking with me, other than Kanye wearing a dumbass hat, is
Sin
people
exclusive.
trying to defund the police. Like, this is the first I've ever heard of this personally.
Hell yeah, turn up.
Like, trying to
Take all the money.
money from the police, and I think obviously by this point, if you think otherwise, you're a fucking idiot. But defunding the police is not getting rid of the police. It's not giving them so much money, because instead of putting so much money into police, if you put more money into the actual city and people's lives
And mental health care,
then there's less crime. So you don't need as much police.
Sin
So
That's real.
exclusive.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the whole idea of defunding the police is. We're making more police to police people because they're committing more crimes because there's no money in the city. So
and nobody is mentally able to, like, live through all of this.
Yeah.
We're all having breakdowns, and everyone's, like, got problems because no one cares.
yeah, so I mean, that's definitely
Minneapolis,
they're trying to totally remove the police.
Turn up.
which I think is actually kind of a crazy concept in
It can work.
2020, but I'm just like, yo, in this climate, if you did that and you moved to private sector with people that you trust, that aren't corrupt, that aren't in this chain of government, and like, that could actually work, dude.
I think.
Hell yeah.
I think they can. I think if they totally get rid of the police and redo the system where there's a level of accountability that's irrefutable, so police are constantly being monitored with their job, to the point where a police can't, like, it's an episode of Cops essentially. Like, every police on their shift, they're being recorded to that extent or being monitored to that extent. Whether, if you have two cops on the street and you have someone who's just a pedestrian monitoring their body cam. So someone who's just, like, not a cop. So, because this is the issue with cops, I think. One, America, everyone has guns. So cops instinctively have to have guns, right?
Right.
So that's the biggest issue that I noticed in differences between, like, because homegirl I chill with, she's from Korea. Like when she tells me about home, like, how peaceful it is back in Korea, like, the cops don't have guns because no one has guns. So, like, the type of violence that happens, it's usually all manageable. It's nothing crazy like that. You're not having, like, mass shootings and things like that. But all right, we have guns. So instinctively cops have to have guns. So right now, the whole thing is the body cam footage. Like, why is that? What the thing about body cam footage right now is that it's crazy hard to get. You can, like,
Why is it hard to get?
It's just mad bureaucratic tape around it, like, because they're always investigating. so they never want
That
to.
shit should be on a fucking cloud.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Uploaded
Anyone can
daily.
access
That's what I'm
it.
saying. It
Public
should be
access.
like the same way you can listen to like a police scanner. You can listen to like a police scanner and hear what's going on in the city. I should be able to log in and watch a cop's body cam footage getting fucking streamed. Like, why is that so hard? Why the fact that they're so secretive, and cops already don't snitch on each other.
Yeah.
So that's why they say all cops are bad cops, is because
All cops are bitches.
Does the body cam start rolling?
The
Or is
body
it
cam
constant
is
rolling?
supposed to be rolling as soon as you start your shit.
I don't think that it needs to be constantly streamed.
I'm not saying that it needs to be constantly
But
streamed.
when do you
But
turn it on and off?
If requested, you should be able to have that.
Yeah, I feel
For
you on
sure.
that. I feel you on that. I think personally there should be a pedestrian, someone who's not a police officer, monitoring the body cam footage as a shift. Like, that's your job.
Like,
That's
it's
a job.
every one cop is another job created.
Yeah, well, that person's not a cop. They're almost,
Yes, but still a job.
There's still a job
Someone just like protecting the rights.
of people. Someone
Yeah.
monitor. Almost, it would be
That's
like
a good ass idea.
But
it'd be like a lawyer. It'd be
honestly,
That's a lot of jobs.
honestly, it wouldn't need to be one person. One person could manage like 5, and they could have like
Yeah.
a multi-cam
Exactly.
setup, and
And
they
it'd
could
be-
be monitoring.
you-
Like,
it
yo,
would-
yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, no, you would essentially go to
You gotta,
law.
like,
It'd
tap
be like
in.
a law. You'd get like a specific law degree because you would know the laws. You would be able to essentially know every time a cop interacts with someone, you would know how that cop's supposed
And
to.
then if a cop reacts to something and does something wrong, then they become the criminal.
100%.
If you're telling them you need to stop right
Abuse
now,
of power.
put your gun
Because
down.
I feel like
You know,
most
stand
cops.
your ground.
The issue with most cops, and I can understand it. Once again, everyone has fucking guns. Like, so
Yeah.
That's the
instinctively,
thing.
you're gonna be on edge as a cop. I understand it.
Because
I
I'm on
totally get
edge
it.
around a gun in general.
Just in general,
Anytime.
as a human being, not a cop. So I understand it.
But at the same time, Sin, if we're seeing corruption with policemen, there could easily just be corruption with the people that monitor these
I agree,
systems.
but here's the thing: that job has to be almost like running for a mayor, or you
Yeah.
have to get
But dude, that's
voted
the
in.
thing. That's the thing, bro. Is that you're saying that you need to be like, you need to run like it's for mayor. But at the same time,
it'd be a job that people would vote you in. So
but at the same time, bro, the police training is not what it should be.
100%, no.
And that could change a lot.
And that's one of the main issues, bro, is that these cops are put through training and evaluation, but it's not on any level to tap into what's going on with.
It's hard though, as a cop, to be asked that. I can understand why they are not good at de-escalating situations. I understand why. Once again, the most people that they're probably dealing with on a day-to-day basis is people with mental health issues. Those people aren't always the easiest.
That's
Right.
not true, bro.
I would feel like
On
a lot-
day-to-day
100%.
basis?
On a day-to-day basis,
No, a
I
lot.
feel like
A lot.
like cops, most of the people they're probably dealing with and having like calls to and issues with are people with like that aren't.
Even if
the
it's
most
not like a
sane.
You're
diagnosed
saying
mental,
what, like homeless people?
Not necessarily homeless
No.
people, it's people who just like whether they're depressed.
if you're acting
whether
out,
they're-
it's because you're hurt. It's because there's something in your mental brain that has been morphed that has like caused you to react a different way. Like usually like doing something harmful to another. So that's mental. Whether you're diagnosed or not, that's a mental disorder.
Yeah, people who just aren't good mentally, aren't
Yeah.
healthy, and I think that's one of the reasons why they should defund and invest in mental health things. And like, I don't know, I'm with defunding the police. I'm with breaking it
I'm
down.
100% with defund the police.
I understand breaking it down might not be practical or realistic in the current times we live in. So that is my solution.
Yeah,
Get someone with a law degree who we can trust to watch multicam style.
Have you ever seen Upload?
Is that a movie?
No, but they go
It's a
to
new
like
series we're watching.
they go to this place and pretty much that essentially that's what happens. This woman, she's like watching, or a bunch of them are watching after so many people.
Yeah.
But it's not constant live streaming, but similar.
What happens is that when you die, your consciousness gets uploaded to a cloud.
Yeah.
And people and your consciousness lives on in the cloud in this
Like heaven-like world?
Yeah, it's
And
just
the
like
more
another
money.
world.
Gotcha.
And
I did quotation marks when I said heaven.
And you have someone watching over you.
Got you.
And that you can talk to for help. like an
Gotcha.
assistant, like a Siri almost, kind of.
They call it the angel.
But they're real people, and they can come into the virtual world
I mean,
as
honestly,
an avatar.
Honestly, if cops could have something like that, I mean, obviously you can't have come in a world like Avatar, but like someone who is watching them and can say, hey, like, see, this is what I'm dealing with. How do I proceed as a... Because it seems like these cops, a lot of these cops lack a level of, when they're on duty at least, because when they're off, they can give you the biggest spiel. They have their own families. But when they're on duty, they lack a level of humanism, like, where they are just so self-serving, where they're just
power-based.
Power-based, and they're just worried about coming home.
Yeah.
That's all they care about. So if this dude is wilding out and swinging at the air in the middle of the street and they have their gun drawn, like, you need someone to be like, hey, put your gun down. This guy just needs help. Help this guy. Why are you approaching this guy with violence? Granted, the cops should be trained like this, but I don't know if that's something that's practical.
Yes, 100% it is practical. Why would it not be? Everyone else has to go to school. Why would cops not? When they're literally in charge, they have more power than everyone else.
It's hard to get the balance of a cop where you have to be, I don't know the word, where you're in fight mode, not necessarily flight. You have to defend, protect, serve, and to have that empathy. It's hard, I think, to get both levels where you're intimidating enough where people won't just run over you and commit crime. Because a lot of crime is prevented right now just because cops do exist. Do we all agree with that?
Wait, what?
A lot of crime right now is just instantly negated because cops just currently exist. Not because the cops sit on your block, but just the idea of cops.
Like, you don't do it because there's cops. I feel you. Yes, but like, but
if cops were soft and they were super like whatever, a lot of people
also
would
that's
be
like fear-based. Like, why are we like the reality? If we just had a better world to live in, people wouldn't be so upset.
I agree.
So that's how you solve it. You don't solve it by like forcing people into compliance. You like help them and you give them what they need, not what you like.
I totally agree. I just always do think there will be that level of just, once again, because America has, the main thing is because if America didn't have guns, I would totally be on your level. And cops can just be the chillest dudes.
Honestly, look, I will say the reality is, me and Terrence on Sunday we were lucky enough to go to the Compton Peace Ride, and this for me, like, I was very like humbled to be there, like to be able to witness like gang leaders calling to one another, like literally saying like, we're the Crips, the Bloods, the Pyrus, like, you know, we need to come together and stop killing each other. That was pretty legit that I went to that. No, and to hear them say that is so, to me, so profound, because the reality is you are in a gang and you are asking for peace, and you are.
That must have been crazy to see.
Honestly, because we walked for a couple miles. It was like we walked in total probably like 2 miles from the shopping center, and when we got there, we walked into this
all peaceful, no fucking rioting.
No, it ended
completely peaceful. It ended with oldies music, bro, and
everyone in a dancing. Prayer. They prayed over us.
Yeah, we literally bowed our heads. We prayed for the city. We prayed for the future of the world, bro. And it was honestly just a beautiful thing to see, because you don't see that every day. And for me, we walked out there. We got there. We didn't even know what we were getting into, because we got there and we tried to go to this. We tried to see the Compton Cowboys.
Right.
But we couldn't find them, so we kept going on this march, and we ended up at the city hall of Compton, and they were having this speech, and I was just like, dude, this shit's crazy, because you have the leader of the Bloods and the Crips there, like, not leaders, but people within the gang that are willing to speak and say that we need to unite. And I was just like, for Compton, bro, for a place that's kind of led by gangs. Like, there are a lot of gangs in LA.
Yeah, there are. And
100%. And to see them say that we need to unite, I was just like, yo.
If they can do it, once again, what we said start out this podcast.
They did it, bro.
No, like after that, like, unite in numbers, come out and vote, like, really have an impact.
Well, that's they press that. They press that.
They were yelling that shit. They were like, "Yo, your vote, your vote, it does count."
Like, these
and
dudes
everyone
really
was chanting that shit, bro.
They can impact it. Like, real talk, if all the gangs, because I feel like most of the gangs probably think, like, just in general, like, I feel like they all, if you were to talk to them individually, they probably all, most gangs would align
on some
politically.
real shit, bro.
Like, if you were to talk to them individually, they probably all would, I feel like, would align.
Yeah.
There was definitely a time in my life where I thought my vote didn't count.
Everybody thinks
Yeah,
that.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I think everyone's been there.
But being in that environment where they're chanting it and they're telling you that your vote does count.
Oh, yeah.
That we as a community,
really
if we unite and we vote, like,
that's real talk.
your vote counts.
That's real talk. So, yeah, hopefully they...
It's a beautiful thing, dude.
Yeah,
Hopefully they can come together. That's pretty sick that you guys went to
It
that.
ended in the electric slide.
I seen that. I peeped that.
Like, what? Like,
Yeah, that shit
and you know
was
what?
really
And that's
fucked
the
up,
reality that we're in, is that CNN and Fox and whoever the FUCK does not want us to see that. Like, they don't want you to see peace, like peace in Compton.
No, they're sauced that the rioting stopped. They're so sauced.
Oh my, so mad.
They're
And honestly, like, I don't know about Governor Newsom. I don't know if he's good or bad or whatever, but shout out to him. He made it here. He's moving forward to make it, you know, more harder for the cops to give us all the shit that they give us.
Yeah.
When we're protesting.
So that's why I just put a pin in that. Definitely defund, restructure the police. They need
Hell
to
yeah, turn up.
Shout out to Minneapolis for even doing that and thinking about that. Like, that's really intelligent.
It's forward thinking, and like, that's what we got to do. We got to keep pushing forward.
Yo, so with all this hope in this week and kind of what we're seeing in the community, I wanted to ask you guys, how you guys doing? Like, how is everyone feeling after everything, after Corona, after this revolution that's still in progress that I hope we see a brighter future? But how are you guys doing?
I'm still trying to figure it out,
as
honestly.
people.
I'm trying to see what's next.
I feel like you can't think about yourself right now.
Yeah. I'm just, like, taking it all in. It's really hard to process because
you can't think about yourself.
No one's experienced this. Not even when I talk to my parents, how old they are, they've never experienced it.
I mean, this is considered the biggest civil rights movement ever.
Well, because this is the most connected the world's been since civil rights really started taking over.
And that's the reality, is that our consciousness has just evolved so much that we can no longer just stay silent to all of this. You know, like, I watched the 13th 4 years ago and I was like outraged then, and I was like wanting to like do something, but like, what was going to happen? You know, like what, like I just felt like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And now I just feel like the reality is everyone as a consciousness, because we're all evolving constantly. It's just connective consciousness.
For sure. It is. We are.
And that's it. And this is it. Like, there is no going back.
We are connected, but we're also super fractured, because you see, there's a ton of people who fuck with the dude in the White House who does not really align with a lot of us in our thinking. Like, it's just weird that I still see people to this day who just love this dude Trump, and he just perpetuates
that's
hate.
ignorance though.
It's so crazy to me. He is he's just recently been convicted of rape of like young children, like 14-year-old girls. Like, it just, the reality that people cannot see him for who he is and what he is, and the energy that he is so low frequency that he just sucks so bad.
Yeah.
There's no reason to follow someone like that. He is literally like a demon. He has like a demon attached to his back that's just like...
Yeah, but I don't even want to get into that, because I don't want this to be one of those Trump hating podcasts.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm not like...
We already know we don't fuck with this.
Oh my God. It's just so crazy to me.
But yeah, other than that, to answer your question, really, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm alive. So I'm not like you said, it's hard to really think about yourself in a situation if you're not in like living in despair. If you're good, you're healthy, you get up every day. I feel okay, dude. Because I look out the world and there's a lot of people who out there who are hurting. So honestly,
I gotta say, I've been hurting a little bit. My back's been kind of fucking with me.
Yeah, no, definitely. That pain I've definitely been in. But I've just been waiting for shit to open, bro. Like, what the fuck? I've been trying to get a massage for the fucking longest time.
Yo, a massage sounds fire. I'm trying to see a chiropractor. But on some real shit, like, I just been stretching every day, and my back's been feeling better. And I want to say, take your vitamins.
Take your vitamins.
For the listeners, you know what I'm saying?
I see. So Hawaii's canceled for sure.
Hawaii is canceled.
Hawaii 2020 is done.
Yeah, their quarantine got extended to, I think, the end of the month of
because they were wilding. They go out. Did they like? Or
I mean, they're just trying to probably hold the people down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they're not working either, I think.
Because think about how many tourists go to Hawaii, bro.
I think it was New Zealand. They're
not worried about the people on their island. They're worried about tourists.
I think New Zealand has no more cases. And they're still, like, not letting people in. But they officially, their last person got over the corona, like, earlier this week. Last sick person.
Dude, so they're chilling. They're just like, let's just chill here.
Well, what they did, which I think was a lot harder for like us to do, is they did intense tracing of if you came in with it, they traced everyone you talked to or came in contact with and quarantined them. They did that very intensely with all the people, all the cases. So that shut it down and kept it from really spreading because if I came in and I said I had it and I was around y'all two niggas, y'all would have got pulled into.
Mm-hmm. And that's, for me, that's what I think about the United States. It would
have been really hard to do that.
Shouldn't? Okay, so we have the biggest, everything, the most grand, like, and you have no contact tracing. And that's why I say that I got the fucking coronavirus in January and I don't give a fuck. I had it. Like, that's it.
I agree. It shouldn't be. We're America, we should have that ability, but I think people, we were in denial of it. Well, a lot of people, I say we were because a lot of people follow, the president and he was. And two, a lot of people were in denial of like it having an effect, even if they caught, like, I feel like it didn't really hit till they saw numbers of people dying and they were like, whoa, because like.
All I gotta say, man, is when we got sick, if that was the coronavirus, because that shit really did fuck me up.
It was hard.
I didn't go to work, bro. I was like, yo, I can't go because high key, dude, that shit fucked me up.
But you didn't know what it was at the point.
Yeah, and you know what? And I will say,
I've never, but
you didn't know what it was.
Again, I don't know if I had it or not.
Yeah.
But I just remember in January, before this entire craze happened, I remember I got super sick after we got back from our trip, and I was just like, yo, I've never felt like this in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I was literally laying there coughing, and every single time I coughed or sneezed, my body felt like it was like breaking to pieces, bro.
Damn, that's hardcore.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So that pretty much
we talked on a podcast about it, like all the symptoms. There's a podcast of us talking about it.
Yeah, this episode. Go back and listen.
Yeah. You got to listen to every single episode.
It was
start with 1.
10th.
It might be somewhere between 1 and 73.
Yeah, real talk.
T-Will exclusive.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to hear that, guys, that Hawaii isn't happening, but is the money lost? Are you guys able to move the trip far enough to that Hawaii can happen?
They said they're going to hit me back.
Niggas, what?
Cute.
I'm trying to go, man, dude.
I
honestly,
just want to go somewhere.
Anytime I've gone to Hawaii, though, real talk, it's been just like a decompress because we live in LA.
Yeah, no, of course.
This quarantine has been a decompress. I ran into my first incident today of traffic on the 405.
Oh no!
How was it? Did you miss it?
Dude, it was like PTSD.
Did you miss it?
It was like PTSD. Like, I had a moment of clarity. I was like, this is what LA is. And then I just kind of sat with that for a second. I was like, fuck, I'm in traffic.
It's crazy how it's crazy how fast you got used to no traffic.
Dude, it's been like 3 months though.
Yeah.
It's not a slow transition.
Dude, you've been driving in that traffic your entire fucking life, bro.
3 months, but it only takes like 2 weeks to form a habit.
Once again, you've been driving in that LA traffic is something that was a part of your almost everyday discussion. You would talk about LA traffic like the weather is talked about on the East Coast.
Like, yo, it's snowing.
Yeah,
Yo,
niggas don't talk about the niggas
crazy.
out here. Niggas don't talk about the weather because the weather's the same every fucking day.
Right?
They talk about the traffic. That's what I mean. Like the traffic.
That's real.
I'd only been living here for a few years, and the traffic was already ingrained in my fucking life. So when I feel you. The PSTD, whatever you supposed to say, PTSD. That shit hit the little bit of traffic. The little bit of traffic I got, like. Fucking, it's scary, dude. But it's there. You see it. Even right now, with no traffic, you see how crowded the highways are. With no traffic. Like, even with the cars moving, like, you're like, damn, there's a lot of people out. If there was just a few more people out, there'd be traffic. Because right now, I'm still seeing, like, crowded highways. It's just not, like, bumper to bumper
Honestly,
traffic.
On God, bro, any traffic that I've witnessed going in the opposite direction, I try to find the stem of what the traffic is, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm driving,
I never see it.
When I'm driving 65 miles an hour and I see the other side slow, I'm like, yo, what's going on?
I've never seen it to this day.
So 9 times out of 10, it's a fucking collision.
And everyone's stopping to look at it?
Slowing down.
No, dude.
Oh,
it's just blocking the fucking. Honestly, yeah. If it's one lane and traffic is stopped, it's honestly because people are slowing down. But honestly, after sitting an hour in traffic,
you want to see,
and then you see the accident, you want to see that shit. You're like, yo,
it's like going
why
to the zoo,
have
nigga.
I been sitting
it's
here?
It's like going to the zoo. It's like going to the fucking zoo, dog. It's so true.
That's so true, bro.
Yeah,
like, because you've been sitting there and everyone's like, all right, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, you want to look at it.
I'll never forget, dude. One time I was coming home through Topanga Canyon, and it's a 1-lane road for the listeners who aren't from California.
I hate that.
This is a 1-lane road.
It's the worst.
Through a canyon.
It's nasty.
That's like maybe 8 miles.
I mean, it's fun to do once, maybe if you like to drive.
It's a chill ride.
It's
during
beautiful
the day.
during the
you
day.
You went during like a storm, bro. I've
gone multiple times. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good ride if you like. It's a good ride if you like. I know there's people out there who like to drive. Like, you do it. When you was doing it and I was in your car, nigga, you was like having the time of your life doing that shit because you like to drive, nigga. You was just like grabbing your stick shift and shit, and you was just like enjoying that shit. So if you like to drive, it's amazing. It's cool. But yeah, you were saying.
No, going back to this. So I'll never forget. I was coming home, and normally the ride's in traffic about an hour.
Yeah.
That day, it took me 2.5 hours to get home because I got into the canyon,
and it was an accident.
And there was an accident,
Fuck.
But it was only one car. And
Yeah,
what happened was someone drove up onto the side of the road and flipped their car into the middle of the road.
Oh, okay. So it was blocking both sides.
Well, no, just one side. It veered off to the right.
So people could.
But then they had to tow it and drag it like off of the road. But everyone was just looking at this car that was flipped upside down.
Yo, that's
and I was just
crazy.
like, it literally was just this car. Just
Yeah.
one person just fucked everyone's day
And I'm
up.
like, it was literally just this car.
And by the time you got to it, it was out of your way, but everyone was just stopping to look at it.
Yeah, I stopped. I slowed down to look at it
so
because I was like, "Yo, where is this guy at?
So
where is he at?"
Traffic wasn't. It wasn't even the car anymore. It was just everyone stopping to look at it.
100%, dude.
That's funny.
It's crazy, man.
Literally
That's
just
LA.
This guy.
It's just one person had a bad day, but
yeah.
Enough of LA traffic. Let's get on a lighter note. Let's talk about some music. Yeah. I wanted to tell you guys. I wanted to tell you, Sin, specifically. Because I don't know if I've ever told you, but I used to have a deep, like, when Future first came out, I did not like Future.
Really?
Dirty Sprite 1, Dirty Sprite 2. What? Yeah, I did not like it.
Wow, man. Wow.
So.
That's crazy. No, but I understand it. Future definitely, I wouldn't say I was the only one of my friends, but, like, there wasn't, like, a Future hive.
I think the first time I listened to Future was probably the Drake and Future album.
That's the first time you listened to Future?
Yeah.
The first time I listened to Future was him.
No. I listened to Future before then, but I just didn't like him.
Got you. The first time you was like, all right, I like this dude.
The first time I was like listening to a Future, like a song with Future on it was Drake and Future.
Drake and Future.
Because I listened to Monster and I was like, nah, that's not for me. Yeah, that's crazy. That's
crazy.
crazy for me to say
That's a crazy
today.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy for me to say today.
That's a great.
Because what happened was I revisited Future.
Ah, okay.
So
you found some classics.
Well, not even the classics. I initially got turned on from recent albums, and his new album, High Off Life.
Yeah.
I kind of had a couple albums in rotation, but I skipped over the Future album a little bit.
Yeah, you didn't even listen to it.
No, I listened to it, but I was just like not really vibing with it. And I went back and I listened to it this week.
Yeah.
And oh my god, bro, I've never been more in my fucking pocket, bro. That shit literally had me in my pocket,
he goes
bro.
in. It's a great project.
That's a great project.
Great sequencing as far as even
great
the track
album
list.
cover,
Yeah,
because
great
it looks like he's just dancing to his own shit.
When I seen that shit, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna love this shit." And I started playing that shit from jump. Yeah,
because I'm gonna be doing the same dance. Real talk.
I've definitely fucked with Future since the beginning, but like I can understand that just because like his style didn't really. Even with Future, I've gone through like lulls where I didn't fuck with him. Honestly, when he was with Sierra, the music that he made with Sierra, I really didn't like. When he was with her, I wasn't really fucking with. He was in a different space in his life mentally, and a lot of the music he did, I just wasn't like feeling vibing out with it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Literally, the first track is called "Trapped in the Sun."
Yeah,
I've never heard of a more hard.
Yeah,
fucking
100%.
I don't know if he's actually trapped in the sun.
At this point, I would imagine so.
Do you think he's sold drugs?
No. Yes. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I can't really say with any rapper because
it's really hard to tell.
It's really hard to tell nowadays for how authentic a rapper's background is.
Do people need to be authentic when it comes to rapping?
I mean,
truly, look at 6ix9ine.
When I listen to a song,
I don't listen to 6ix9ine though.
This is the reality for me. When I listen to a song called "Trapped in the Sun," I don't apply that to drugs. It's kind of more applicable to my life.
That's what
Trapped
I feel
in
like
the
a
sun,
lot of people
I feel like
do.
When you're grinding, you're trapping. Like, you're in the sun, you're outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trapping in the sun, like, we're doing this shit. Like,
that's what I feel like a lot of...
You gotta apply it to your own life.
I fuck with that thinking from a lot of people. I hate the thinking of people who try to, like, say they're doing what Future's doing. I'd rather you listen to it and apply it to your life. I think that's what he wants. Most artists want listeners to do. It's not... When they rap about that shit... They don't rap it for you to emulate it. They rap it for you to like apply it to your own life. Yeah, I'm a hustler. I trapped in the sun, trapping your sun essentially. Whatever your sun is, you know, like if it's fucking music, if it's photography, dance, whatever it is. I think that's what most artists hope listeners get from their shit. Because that's definitely what I would hope anyone will get from my shit, or what I get from like other music. Is just apply it to your own life. Don't try to emulate.
We need to definitely get you back in the studio too. I remember you saying you had some shit you wanted to do.
Dude, of course, you're a really good engineer, dude. Like, I'm trying to get you on some shit. But
despite all the audio.
Yeah, that's just a chord. Fuck this chord. But yeah, no, that's a great project. That's one of my most listened to projects of this year so far.
Yeah, I was feeling it, honestly.
The Run the Jewels project, I just started listening to. I haven't finished listening to it yet, so I'll come with a better like overall review of it next week. I've been mostly listening to the Freddie Gibbs project that just dropped. That shit is fire.
Again, he dropped another one?
He dropped well, did we talk about it last week?
I feel like...
Did we talk about it last week?
I heard you say his name, yeah.
Yeah, it's called a certain type of pasta. I can't remember the fucking Freddie Gibbs.
Wait, did you guys see that Nicki Minaj?
Alfredo. It's called Alfredo, and it's
fire.
Wait,
that album Alfredo.
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about it last week.
I'm so high, bro. I didn't even recognize that you were talking about Freddie Gibbs' album.
Yeah.
That album's super fire.
Yeah, it's really good. It's concise. It's only 30 minutes. That luckily Future came with a lot of bangers because his album's pretty long. But this album's only 30 minutes, so it's really tight. Like Alchemist produced the whole shit. A lot of good features on it, like the Tyler Creator song. I fuck with it. It's a good project. But I just started listening to the Run the Jewels project. And it seems pretty cool so far, but I haven't finished listening to it. So.
Oh, I listened to that.
Yeah.
I started listening to it this morning.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the production on that shit. Their beats always, and Killer Mike be fucking got bars, dude. I didn't realize it back in the day, like when he was like fucking with Outkast and shit like that. Like he had bars like that, but this nigga got fucking bars. So yeah, no, I like the project so far. But you were saying, yeah, I don't know what the fuck homie is doing with fucking Nicki Minaj, dude. How the fuck did he? For people who don't know, homie, fucking Snitch 9. Fucking
Snitch 9, I like that.
Is
Sin exclusive.
working with Nicki Minaj. I am really surprised about this. How did he get that? Why is Nicki working with this nigga?
Why?
I mean,
That
the reality is 6ix9ine probably has the bag, and if I was
Nicki
him,
doesn't give a fuck about a bag.
yes, she does.
yes,
what
she
the
does.
fuck?
Money?
Everyone does in this climate, bro. Let's be real.
Yes, but do you think she cares about money that much?
Yes.
She cares about, bro.
That's all she cares about is the almighty dollar. Look
at
at
the
her.
end of the day,
Man,
if she does a song with 6ix9ine,
I can't disagree with that.
because think
I have no
about how
argument.
much negative publicity Nicki Minaj had in the past 4 years. So much.
she don't give
She got
a
so much hate.
damn.
At this point, she's like, fuck it. She's gonna do a song with 6ix9ine because it's gonna get fucking
Views.
noticed.
Hell yeah. People are gonna eat it up. Honestly, anything Nicki does, really, if it's with someone else, I think will always do well because people are always gonna be interested in what she's doing.
I just didn't think she just didn't seem like the type.
You didn't think she was a sellout? Dude, she's definitely
She's been a sellout.
I mean, the thing about it is that to work with 6ix9ine,
Snitch 9.
you got to be able to look past what he did, and regardless of him saying, "Oh, they fucked my baby moms," and him saying, "They tried to kill me" and all that. Like, dude, that's a part of the lifestyle. I don't.
Yeah,
I
don't
still
subscribe if you're not down for the cause.
If you're not down for it, like just because they try to do those things means that you're now in that world, so you have to do those things back to them.
That's real.
Not go get the cops. Not go tell the cops now that they tried to kill. Like, you know, like that's what I at least thought that was like. I thought it was like, oh, these niggas try to kill you, so then you try to kill them. Not, oh, they try to kill you, so you get the cops. Like, I didn't think that's how it worked. But all right, if that's what your reasoning is for why you snitched, because they double crossed you, so you want to get them back, I guess, then this is how you get them back, by snitching. Then I personally can't respect that, because you delved into that lifestyle. Like, any crime I would ever do, I'm doing it alone because I don't want to have to tell on anyone. I don't want to have to worry about someone telling on me.
Same.
So
That's
word
right.
of advice: if you're gonna do crime, do it by yourself, or do it with someone you trust, which is no one. So don't do
Just
crime.
don't
with
do
someone.
it. Just like I'm trying. No, actually, I remember when I was like 19 years old. I told my best friend Tiffany. I was like, Tiffany, if I ever go to jail for life, I was like, you have to kill me.
What?
And that was.
Thank God that never happened.
And we just always had that agreement that if I was ever going to go to prison for life, that Tiffany would kill me. And she was like, dude, I'm not going to do that. And
All right, cool. Tiffany, do not kill her.
Shout out Tiffany for not killing Kristen one time.
And if she goes to jail anytime soon for please, Tiffany, do not kill her.
I think I was so like angsty still then that I thought I was like, oh, I'm for sure going. There's no doubt.
Yeah, she's like, I'm about to catch a case. Lock
Literally,
me
I
up.
was
Lock me
listening
up.
to-
Not even just catch a case and go to jail for life.
Honestly,
Yo,
probably because of
Kristen
Gucci
is-
Man.
Yo,
That's all.
wait.
Because
This
Tiffany
is
is my homie. Like
What do
we
you
were.
think? No cap? Or cap?
To go to for life is
Me,
crazy.
but me and Tiffany were always together. We're always. She loves Gucci. Like that's her favorite rapper. Like we were always listening to Gucci, and I think it was because of him that I was like, oh shit, like
You're going
this
to
is
jail.
my
Oh, yeah,
lifestyle.
yeah.
Like I might be going to prison.
Oh my god. Too much Gucci. That's what
can't
Too
do
much
happens.
that.
Gucci and too much
Right,
weed
right.
that I was like delusional. I was like, Tiffany, if I ever go,
If I ever go to jail. Justin Bieber. What is this about Justin Bieber?
Oh my god. So he just came out with a statement saying that he was going to pledge to speak up about racial injustice and, you know, the black community moving forward.
Something good? Is that?
did he donate money?
I don't know.
I just feel like put your money where your mouth is.
I just feel like he's done some crazy shit in the past, and
What did you say that you heard on another podcast?
Yo, do you remember hearing when he harmonized
Oh, when he said
the hard
lonely
R,
nigger,
the N word?
When he's like the loneliest, he was singing that song and he was redoing the song and he was like the loneliest nigger or something like that. Yeah, he's wilding. That's why it's weird that.
That's what I'm saying.
Weird.
Like,
yeah, I don't know if I still fuck with. I mean, I don't hate Justin Bieber.
but it just brings it
I
back
just
to
don't
what you
really
were saying
fuck
about
with
companies,
Justin Bieber like
because
that.
at
Yeah.
the end of the day, Justin Bieber is his own entity, his own company.
Yeah.
So he's trying to look good for himself,
Of course, but I
just
know
like Adidas is.
I know. I'm also
No
from the
disrespect to Adidas.
I'm also from the mindset I can't kill someone forever about something if they really are sorry about it.
Yeah.
Because I've been sorry about things before, and like to this day, those people don't. The girl won't believe me or whatever it is. Like so I can understand that. So regardless, I can't kill him forever, but I as a person just won't fuck with you. So like Justin Bieber can exist. I think he means well.
I never really listened to Justin Bieber.
That's what I'm saying. I don't miss
honestly.
out. It's not like I'm like, oh damn, I can't listen to Justin
Yeah.
Bieber anymore.
But
I
a
don't
lot
miss
of
out.
America
At least
does.
at
but a lot
least-
of America does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's an admission of the reality that
Exactly.
he has profited from black culture.
So if he's doing anything to like help out and it means well and he's from a good space, I applaud him.
Yeah.
I'm for it. But like, yeah,
So we can say that about any company then.
for the most part, yes, unless they're just doing it for show and it's not.
Can we say it about a company
not
that's fueled
real.
by Donald Trump?
I don't think so. I don't think Donald he doesn't seem like he's for really any equality in any way, shape, or form.
What do we think about New Balance?
I mean, I don't know. Is that true that New
Damn.
Balance was New Balance? I mean,
I don't think it was new. I need to fact check this, but I don't
know
think
there
it was
a couple
new.
companies that were on there that ended up not real that were saying like people from these companies or like franchises from these companies donated to Trump, but the main company didn't fuck with Trump. I know Taco Bell was one of them.
Taco Bell, huh?
Damn.
Because they were on that list, but then
Don't tell me that.
Well, no, they were on the list, and then Taco Bell came out and was like,
I love
See,
a chicken
Kristen-
mini quesadilla.
well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Mad people were like,
yeah.
God damn, but then they
That's why
came
I'm
out,
chubby.
They came out and said, they came out and said, a couple franchise owners, because the Taco Bell's franchise, you can open your own Taco Bell. They donated to Trump, but like the company itself, like the real Taco Bell, the owners of they don't fuck with Trump. So, at the end of the day, like, what are you gonna do if a nigga who just bought your company's for sale, someone bought it,
Yeah.
they just happen to fuck with Trump, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
which is weird because they make Mexican food.
What do we think about?
Bye.
That's what's weird about it. That's why when most people seen Taco Bell on the list, they're like, squeeze me?
Trying
Like,
to
what the
capitalize off
fuck?
my people.
Yeah. And then fucking kick them out the country. Like,
Speaking of capitalizing off our people,
ooh, the transition.
Transition.
Will
Transition
exclusive.
God.
what do we think about the NFL and Kaepernick right now?
Ooh, the
They owe
transition
him
was
some
hard.
money.
This nigga got the cap with the cap. Nigga's not
No,
capping
fuck,
out
Didn't
his
even see
cap.
that coming, did ya?
I did not. I was wondering.
Right?
I did not know what this transition. I was like, I was wondering what the fucking transition was gonna be. Now that I hear it, I'm like, God damn, that was pretty hard.
Yeah, you see what I'm doing?
I kept seeing today because I watch a lot of sports analysts, debate shows. Is Kaepernick's been out of the league for 3.5 years.
They owe him a job.
He's 30 plus years old. The current climate of the quarterback in the NFL, all the last drafted quarterbacks over the last few years have been really good, actually. Have been solid, have showed promise, which is not normal for quarterbacks in the past. Normally, most teams win with quarterbacks that are older, and
Yeah,
like more
more
experienced.
seasoned.
The dude just won the Super Bowl last year. This was his fucking third fucking season.
Oh, turn up.
Yeah, like the newer
Shout out to being a
quarterbacks-
winner.
The newer quarterbacks are fucking good. So like a lot of people are saying, yeah, no, the Kaepernick will probably get a tryout on a team this season. Like he'll probably get the tryout for a team. But one, will it be okay being a backup? Because that's one thing niggas.
First of all. Okay, hold on. First of all, he should literally do no work and he should just get paid. They owe him money. He should be able to sue them. Something like, there's reparations need.
Yo, real quick before you continue, I just want to say for the listeners, Sid needs a new mic cord.
donate. No, I'm just
donate.
joking.
All right, continue, Kristen.
No, they owe him money. He
Yeah,
should do
no.
nothing. They should just simply pay him and pay him fat, and they should pay him like an honorable mention for every year that is to come. Just because they fucking suck so bad. Like, I just think, like, dude, you shit the bed so bad. Like, this is there. You can't come back from this.
I don't think that they should give him some type of residual. I think that he should have a high place in the NFL
For sure.
and be like a spokesman for minorities.
For sure.
Because I saw that the NBA was doing that thing where they set up something to kind of run for minorities.
And then they had homie who's kind of in a similar situation with the NBA.
What did he do?
He has feelings about gay people. He's a coach, a really famous or just like
Doesn't
really,
like them or what?
I think he has his feelings about it because he's really religious. And so he's kind of blackballed from the league. And he's a coach that is almost like on the Kaepernick style where he should have a coaching job. He coached some of the greatest players, some of the best teams in the NBA. And because he has certain feelings about gay people as far as marriage and shit, because of his religion, and he's open about it, he's not hiding about it, which, you know, you respect. Like, I'd rather you be open about your feelings
than be a liar.
And
yes,
say it
but also
but
the reality is the reality.
Yeah, so you get the treatment you deserve. You know, so like yeah, he might be a great coach, but he's blackballed from the NBA as far as
because I feel like that's like still like it's obviously not like quite racism, but it's still a version of just like
sexism,
judges like
yeah,
whatever
homophobia
yeah, exactly homophobia. Like, and that's just as wrong. Like, who are you?
Yeah, exactly, because
you believe in a certain God.
So he stood up for what he believes in. He's standing what he believes in, and he's treated justly. Like, he gets this treatment. Like, I believe.
Well, that's the reality.
I believe that dude is still getting bones thrown his way, and I think he's leading that because he's actually very socially conscious. Other than the gay shit, he's also very socially conscious.
Yeah.
He understands the black plight and all that.
Yeah.
But so I think he's a leader of that specific thing that T's talking about, that the NBA is doing. But as the issue with Kaepernick is that he wasn't the greatest quarterback before he left the league, so they can get away with being
dismissive of him
because it wasn't like it was Tom Brady that said it.
And that's why I feel like they owe him money forever, because I just feel like they disrespected him.
They did.
So many people in this country disrespected him. He had to take the hit for it because the NFL couldn't stand up beside him.
So at the end of the day, it could be a court case.
It could. Well, it was a court case. And
was there a settlement on?
There was a settlement on both sides, and Kaepernick got money for it. And there was a court case. That was the main thing. It was a court case.
But it's at the end of the day, it's like,
so it can no longer be a court case.
It's not. There's never going to be enough money to settle something like that.
I think Kaepernick might have. Me personally, I feel like he just wanted to move on from the whole thing and get it off his back. So I think that's one of the reasons why he moved on, because he felt like it wasn't really necessarily helping the cause. It wasn't.
Probably wasn't helping his mental health either.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Having to fucking wake up and deal with that shit every day.
I'm sure, 100%.
Fuck
Losing his
that
job over
shit,
it,
dude.
suing his old job. Yeah. So with that, I mean, he definitely should get a tryout. I feel like he will get a tryout with the team.
Facts.
But Kaepernick's got to be okay. I think he'd end up being a backup quarterback. Most of the NFL teams currently have solid quarterbacks. No one has like a super dud that I think Kaepernick could take their job from. But if he's okay with being a backup quarterback won the Super Bowl 2 Super Bowls ago. So Kaepernick was in the Super Bowl maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. So he has the ability to, but like, it's just if he's given the opportunity. So I hope he is though.
Wait, I got one more transition.
Let's hear it.
Speaking about losing your job.
Speaking of losing your job.
Kristen, you wanted to talk about that guy that was making the
Have you seen that video? The little, you're about to lose your job.
Oh yeah, that was a chick, right? That chick saying it? Yeah,
that Marquise guy.
She's like, that's how I always am.
Right? She's like, get this dance. That should have me cracking up.
Though? That's what I want to know. I was hoping. I was like, I hope this nigga really loses his. He would be so sauced. That song.
Yeah, we need a follow up. Did that cop lose his job?
No.
For any of the listeners, if you know, please let us. Please tell us.
Shout out to the guy. He's the same one that did the Cardi B at the beginning of the coronavirus.
Oh, he did that.
So he held us down
then. We still have that shit. Wait,
and now
coronavirus.
Hey.
So he did that one, and then this one, and I was just like, "This." Shout out to this man, like he's really holding us down right now.
He is holding down.
And I was like, "How iconic would it be if this song was played like every time somebody got arrested?"
So, no, that is gonna become like almost like.
And you could just like throw a party like on a Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna become like a fuck Donald Trump song.
Yeah, like a fun one.
Yeah.
Yo, they made a
Like Ring Around the Rosie, but like you about to lose your
It did,
job.
but it's not as catchy. The song's not as catchy.
Have you heard "Fuck the Police"
It's
by
not as
YG?
catchy. It's not as catchy as
I like
Donald Trump.
No, I like the fuck the police
I like
one
the
way
song.
better.
I like the song, but I think "Fuck Donald Trump" was the beat
Fuck
on
Donald
"Fuck."
Trump.
Yeah, that song is catchy as fuck.
Yeah, that shit is a banger.
That's just a bit, and because it got nip on it too. So like, but like, R.I.P.
I
but
feel
like,
it. I feel
but like,
R.I.P.
I was because he had announced that he was working on it before, so I was
Yeah.
mad excited for it.
Well, that was his entire like he was a part of that huge Hollywood.
Well, that was one of the reasons why. It's because essentially you got a free performance from YG almost because he was at the head of that. He was there performing that song. And
I didn't fully grasp that was the whole concept.
I don't know.
I
don't know if it was like a legit, but he was at the top. Like
I seen him perform. I seen the little
and
clips.
that crowd. That right there. How can a stadium not be open?
Yeah.
If there isn't a crazy spike of corona in another 2 weeks,
it'll be in 3 weeks. Yeah, exactly.
If there is, then I'll be all right. That makes sense. But if not,
somebody's lying.
Something is up. Technically, we should be seeing spikes from the end of this week on because people have been going out since was it Memorial?
It was
Day?
like 3 weeks ago.
It was Memorial
Definitely
Day.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So all right, what's going on, people? What's really good? There should be spikes. People were going out when they shouldn't have been. People have been going out.
We will see. We will see.
Or at least is it not as dangerous as people have been saying?
I think it's not as dangerous. I think
Maybe.
the reality is it's like what, like 0.03%. I mean, the thing is, I understand the curve. I
Y'all are still
understand
getting
that older
vaccines?
people.
You're still getting the vaccine?
No.
Stop fucking lying, Kristen. You know
I wouldn't get you. Actually, first of all, did you see this? That they said that black people will be the first people to get vaccines.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like,
because
when I hear
isn't it
that,
affecting us the most right now?
yes, and I understand that that's how that works. But for me, because I just distrust the government so deeply that I was literally like, okay, AIDS crisis reverse. Like instead
you
of
think there's gonna be something in the vaccines
instead of just being like, oh my god, like what happened to you guys? I don't know. Now they're like, here, take this.
Well, they be saying that they be tracking us and that stuff, but I'm like, hey, at least I know someone's watching me and keeping me safe.
Man, who the fuck knows? Honestly, at the end of the day.
What at the end of the day? Let's do this. Let's wrap this up.
At the end of the fucking day. Wait, I got something. Hold on. I got this off. I got a little snippet.
Let's hear it.
Love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love.
All we doing
nigga.
is getting money.
Show a nigga some love, nigga.
Wabbly dabbly.
Niggas out here don't love
What?
me, nigga.
They don't love.
Wabbledy dabbledy? What is that? What the fuck?
I don't know. I just stumbled on that.
That
I
shit
just
sounds
stumbled on that. But I felt like it was a good time to drop that. Also, speaking of that, new music video I just dropped.
Hey.
Yeah, you feel me?
T will exclusive.
So if you want to go check that out, it's called Playboy by RepXL, REPXL. So search that on YouTube and check it out. It's also available on all DSPs. I love saying that, DSPs. Sounds official.
It does
What
sound
does that
super
even
official.
stand for?
Downloading, streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Download
Yeah.
Turn
streaming
up
platforms.
DSP.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Oh yeah, and my boy James is back in town, so I'm about to kick it with him this weekend. Super excited.
Yeah,
for that.
James, pull the fuck up next week.
Yeah,
The fuck?
man.
Pull your cooking ass up and make us some fucking food. Make some food for the podcast. He ain't never done that shit. He ain't never cooked me no fucking food.
We might have to.
This nigga ain't never cooked me
We
shit,
gotta
dog.
pay mans.
I
He's
mean,
official.
I'll how about this? I'll bring all the fucking
Whatever the
ingredients.
price. Just name your price.
Whatever
Just
the
please
ingredients,
cook for
whatever
us,
is cooked,
please.
whatever's cooked, I'll buy all the food.
That food is A1 steak sauce.
I'll buy all the
Way
food.
better.
Whatever needs to
than
be
that.
cooked, I'll buy it if he cooks it.
Ooh.
So that seems like an even
I'm
trade.
trying to do a barbecue. That
and
might
then,
be chill.
I'll buy it. He cooks it. You supply the dishes and all that, and like the scene, right? He cooks it in your kitchen. We have a podcast, little end of the day dinner.
Ooh.
End
End of the day dinner.
Yeah.
EDD.
I'm into
It
that.
sounds like that's what the unemployment website is. It's
Yeah,
EDD.
or erectile dysfunctional disorder.
Oh no! Yikes! That's a bummer.
fuck.
I'm sorry, you guys.
On a lighter note, there's hope for the world, listeners. So
bro,
Stay
it seems like there's change, guys. It seems like there's some fucking change.
Yeah.
We just gotta stick to it. I hope this is not a fucking fad right now. I hope so. I hope we're actually fucking changing. This is real.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's changing. It's inevitable. Change is inevitable. This is the future. We are too forward thinking, too conscious to go back now.
I feel that. Word. Anything else, guys?
Stay up.
It's the end of the day.
End of the day, it's your boy Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
It's your boy Terrence.
TT Will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank ya. What do you think?
And it's the End of the Day podcast, bitches. Peace. See you next week.
See ya.
Peace.